The Constitution of India, Preamble. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves this Constitution.
Hello children, a happy heart makes a mind cheerful. So children, do your work and enjoy your days happily. Okay? We learned in the previous class how Tom played a trick on his Aunt Polly and escaped from the punishment. But she planned to punish him in a different way. Yes? Children, she made him to whitewash the big fence. Is it? What about its height and width? Correct. 9 feet height and 30-yard length. Yes, children? Now, we'll move to the next part of the lesson. Take your textbook, go through the lines. Okay, children? Children, 82, page number. I'll read. Look at your textbook. He picked up his brush again and began working hard. Ben Rogers was coming down the street. Tom pretended not to see him. He worked harder than ever. Ben was eating an apple. He looked very happy. He was pretending that he was a big ship and was rolling like one. He gave orders in a loud voice and the ship obeyed them. He came up to Tom. He rubbed his eyes. "Why, Tom?" he cried in great surprise. "You are working?" Tom said nothing. He went on with his whitewashing. He seemed very much interested in his work. "Tom, you are working?" Ben repeated. So children, what happened here? Why? Tom was painting. Ben Rogers came down the street. Yes, as a moving ship. He pretended himself as a ship. Ben was Tom's friend. Yes, and he was eating an apple. While moving through the road, he was eating an apple. Ben went to Tom and he rubbed his eyes and asked, "Are you working?" Because that's not the Tom's job. That's the thing. That means he was surprised to see. Yes, Tom was working on a holiday. That's not at all possible. That much mischievous boy, this boy. Children, do you like working on a holidays? It's a boring thing. Yes. Okay. But here we know that Tom was pretending. Yes. So repeatedly Ben asked, "What are you doing?" like that. So now we'll see how Tom responded. Turn next page. "Oh, it's you, Ben. I did not notice you. I'm just going for a swim. You don't want to come, do you? You like working, don't you?" "This isn't work," Tom said quietly and went on painting. "Not work?" Ben exclaimed. "Oh no, I like it. Whitewashing is fun. You have never whitewashed a fence, have you?" "Well, no, I haven't." For a while, Ben stood there watching. Whom, children? Yes, Tom. Tom paid no attention to him. All his attention was given to his work. Cunning fellow, yes? Okay, what happened here? So children, what happened? Yes, Ben asked again, and now Tom looked at Ben. Yes, he responded what he said. He did not notice Ben. Yes, what Ben said for that? He is going for swimming, and also he knew Tom will not come as he is interested in work. Hearing this, Tom said, "This is not a work." But what he said, it's a funny thing. Yes, children, is painting a funny? Of course, it's a funny thing, really. But what about here Tom? We know what was going in the Tom's mind. Yes, so what happened? Tom asked Ben whether he had done whitewashing before. Ben replied that he hasn't done it. So what happened? Tom paid more attention in his work without looking at Ben. What a cunning performance, yes, Tom is doing. Okay children, anyhow, he started planning for a beautiful trick. Let's see what was going. Next page children, page number 84. At last, Ben said, "Let me whitewash a little." What Tom expected, that was happened here. So what Ben said, at last Ben said, "Let me whitewash a little." "Oh no, Ben, I'm going to make this fence look fine. I have promised Aunt Polly. Besides, it's so interesting. Let me do just a little," begged Ben. He started begging. "No, I'm sorry, Ben, but I can't. Aunt said that I must do it myself. If you do it, you will make a mistake. You'll spoil everything. It's looking so nice now. I shall not make a mistake. I'll be careful. You can have my apple if you let me." Yes, children. So seeing Tom's whitewashing, Ben requested Tom to give him a chance to do it. Okay. ടോമിൻ്റെ ആ സന്തോഷ പ്രകടനമായ വൈറ്റ് വാഷിംഗ് കണ്ട് ബെൻ ചോദിച്ചു, "എനിക്കും താടാ, ഞാനും കൂടി ചെയ്യാം." യെസ്. സോ ബെൻ, what happened there? Tom said he had promised Aunt Polly, is it so? That he would do it by himself. We know what happened, but this poor fellow doesn't. This was also very interesting. Yes. But Ben begged him. Poor boy begged Tom to give a chance. So children, what do you think? Tom really enjoying this work or pretending? Somehow his trick started working. Yes? What Tom said, if you give Ben the work, he would spoil it. Is it clear, children? So he don't want to make any mistake. So before itself he said something to Ben to make the work wonderful or the best. So I move to the next two small paras. Listen. Slowly and unwillingly, Tom handed the brush to Ben. Ben worked hard. It soon grew hot. That means afternoon. But he went on working. Tom sat there watching and eating Ben's apple. This cunning fellow was sitting there aside and watching the things by eating Ben's apple. When Ben had done enough, other boys came along. At first they laughed at Tom as Ben had done, but soon they too were whitewashing the fence. Yes, of course they had to pay Tom before he let them help him. They gave him their best things. What all they gave? 12 marbles, a tin soldier, a key, a dog's collar, the handle of a knife, and 4 pieces of an orange. So Tom had an easy time. He did not work, but soon the fence had 3 coats of whitewashing on it. So it's a beautiful story by Mark Twain. Okay, children. So really what happened here? This cunning fellow's beautiful trick worked. Yes? So Tom started eating apple and Ben started painting. Yes? For a long time. That means afternoon sun was very hot. That time also Ben was working. So what happened again? By that time many more boys came there. They too teased Ben as Ben did there. But eventually they too did the work of whitewashing. Before they started the work, they paid Tom their best things. Okay children, what all things they paid? Children, underline those things. 12 marbles, a tin soldier, a key, a dog's collar, the handle of a knife, and 4 pieces of an orange. These things Tom got as a gift. Yes children? And by that all boys started working 3 coats to that big fence. So the work was over. And police work over. Tom was very happy now. Anyhow, he completed the work. Yes. So children, Tom wanted someone to do his work and that happened. Yes. How clever and cunning he is. I hope you understood the story. It's a beautiful extended reader. Read it. Okay? Do your skill work. That is reading skill. Read 3 or 4 times. Okay children? So the next page, it's a small picture marking. Do that also. That's a small work. Okay? I'll meet you in the next class. Bye.